Howdy! I can't hear you.
How's it
Why?
going?
Oh, there. Now I can.
It
That's
froze.
really
The
weird.
numbers froze at like 10 for me.
You're like
Countdown
way
number.
lagging. That's really weird. You weren't lagging
Oh, wow.
before.
No, figures. I don't have
Damn
anything
it,
on, so.
Yank, you're always
who?
lagging. What the hell? I thought Lisa trained you better than that.
I know, right? I wish. No, she didn't do a good job. Howdy, folks. How are you? Today is what? 19th? 20th?
July 19th.
July 19th, 2022 on a Tuesday night. Here we are live again.
Yes, I got a grandbaby that's due on Friday.
Ooh, doggy. Can't wait to hear about that. That's going to be awesome.
Mr.
What's boy or a girl?
Boy.
Name?
Lucas Lynn.
Lucas Lynn. Very nice. Very nice.
Yes. I'm so excited, and she is so ready to hatch him. But he's not ready to come out yet, so we wait.
Potato ain't done baking.
Yep. It's really weird. I am looking at it, and it's showing that there's only 3 people.
I see that. Yeah. Where the hell is everybody? But there's people in the old chatteroonie. We got Wasp, and we got Sugar Britches, and we got Fly Crew.
Cute.
And who else we got in here? Is that it? Nope, we got Tracy. She's in here. Although I saw that Tracy is not going to be able to catch the live tonight because she has holidays again and grandkids staying, so that's understandable.
Well, have fun, Tracy.
Absolutely.
Sugar Britches is here.
Yes. Yep. Hi, Sugar Britches.
And Wasp and Fly.
Of course, Wasp is here. She never misses. And Fly, he's our dedicated guy. He didn't know what he was going to be doing tonight, but he said, oh, it's Tuesday, and I've got something already lined up. So he's here.
Okay,
appreciate that, Fly.
They've already gotten used to us sleeping on the other side, gang.
Oh, what? I got to be, you're switching us?
Yes, yeah, swapping.
Okay, go ahead. There you go.
Fly Crew said, you're on the wrong side, and then Sugar Britches said, Gigi, you're supposed to be on the left.
Oh, okay. Well, just so you know, whatever side I'm on, that's the side you want to be on, because that's the safer side.
Now they're all saying much better. They don't feel
much
confused.
better. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
No, I want to hear what you were going to say.
No, nothing. I was going to say maybe I should wear like a red wig and I'll get a Bondo's behind me and we'll swap sides and I'll just say I'm you.
No doubt.
But I don't think anybody's going to buy it.
That could be funny though.
It would be. It would be. Hey, Black Sheepdog, Tony G, what's going on? Good to see you, brother. Again, hey, thank you for turning me on to Strategic Eyes. For those of you that don't know,
he's getting turned on.
I'm getting what?
Oh, I'm a Virgo CD too. You said you're getting turned on. You were thinking turning you on.
Okay.
I didn't realize. I didn't think you swung that way, but hey.
Man, I swing like this over the shoulders. Round in circles.
Marvin has a song about it. I'll have to let him sing it for you because I can't.
Okay. Do your balls swing low?
Yes,
do they go to and fro? Can you tie him in a knot? Can you tie him in a bow?
Yeah. He has another one though. It's something about. You asked me if I got balls. Asked me if I got. What is something about? I can't remember it. I'll have to ask him. I can't remember what it is. Fly Crew, thank you for, as the military says, unfucking yourselves.
Nice. Does that mean we're virgins again, too? Or that we're unfucked?
Ooh,
Unfucking believable. Boy, is Rick trying not to swear or what? I think it's funny. He's not doing such a good job.
Well, he really did try hard. He was very proud of himself that he only did it once and almost twice, but he only really said fuck once.
Yep. Cheers, Sugar Britches, to you.
Yeah.
Find something and throw some rocks in it. Take a sip.
Yeah, even if it's cranberry juice.
Ah, that's right. Oh, he's still doing the cranberry, huh? How you feeling?
Definitely better, but I'm still. It's taken a little bit to recoup from that. If I had a dick, man, it would have docked it right in the dirt. I'm telling you, it was not impressive. I think that it's, well, for one, I'm still drinking coffee in the morning, but I'm only drinking a few cups and then walking away instead of, oh, we can drink till, 1 in the afternoon. No, you can't. Rick is a walking cuss word. Yes, he is.
I was just going to click on that one.
And
Ooh.
Sugar Bridget said she's going to make herself a 7 and 7.
Very good. Very good. 7 and 7. Gotta love it. Good. I want to be drinking with somebody at least. Get a bunch of nuns in this place.
No, we only got 5. So,
oh,
no
I know.
worries.
What's up with that 5? Where's our 15, man?
I don't know. It's really
Where's
weird.
the loyal 15?
What?
Who are we missing? Well, we're missing Lee.
Boycotted? We've been boycotted.
I guess. We're missing Lee, right? She's probably, she shows up a little late anyway. Tony G's newer regular. He's becoming a regular, so we're good with him.
Yep.
Of course, Waspish is always here. Of course, Fly Crew's always here. Of course, Tracy's always here. Tuppy is not here. I think Tuppy has school stuff going on and work, so she's been really busy. Who else are we missing here? Yeah, we're missing Chief.
Yeah.
He's not in here. We're missing Pesky, Bobby, Amanda. Who else? I don't want to forget people because then it sucks that I can't remember. And then you think they're not important.
But maybe they didn't get a notification, or maybe they're busy.
It could be, Maybe all their shit's off because it's 1,000 fucking degrees across the country. Everything could be burned. Did you see that the big fire at Hoover Dam? In one of the generator rooms? There was a video of it from the top of the dam. You know, the top of the dam when you look down and there's the 2 concrete areas that those are the powerhouses, right? One of them, there's video from up on the top of the dam, this big explosion. Boom! I mean, no one was hurt and nothing was severely damaged, but I don't think they know what caused it. I don't think they know what happened or anything, but pretty bad. We're talking about Pete. Go ahead.
I have friends that work at a dam in Idaho. It's called Dorshak Dam. And just a couple weeks ago, one of the men that worked there was asked to go take a gas-powered pressure washer down and clean the tunnel.
Oh, fuck all that noise.
And he did. And everybody went home at 5 o'clock. The supervisors and everybody, they all went home. And the next morning, they showed up and the guy's rig was still in the parking lot. And they went on to their meetings. And then when they got done with their meetings, they thought, oh, gee, we haven't seen him. Maybe we should go check. See if he's in the tunnel. Sure shit, that's where he was, dead.
What, do they know what happened?
Well, he did not have a respirator, or the respirator, something went on with it or something. So, and it was a gas-powered, in a tunnel with a gas-powered.
Yeah.
There's no way. I don't give a fuck what it is. Gas-powered. I'm not going in. No way. You kiss my ass.
Nope. I've done some pretty sketchy work for some good money, but I wouldn't do something like that.
Marvin has to do one. I always hate it because Marvin's pretty small, and so they always volunteer him to get into those really tiny areas. And one of those tiny areas is the fuel cell of the aircraft. Well, it doesn't matter that everything's cleaned out of it. All it takes is a spark of something on his pants sparking against the aircraft, or somebody outside who answers their telephone. It rings. Static electricity. That's all it takes, and it could literally start the fuel cell. I mean, it's that easy. And so it always worries me because he's always the one to have to get in there. It just scares the shit out of me.
Yep. That's the advantage of being a big guy. I didn't get a lot of people asking me to climb in behind walls and things like that when I would do demolition, especially when I worked in the asbestos field. I did asbestos removal when I was younger. And there's a lot of tight little places you got to try to squeeze into. Even us big guys, they'll send you into these duct areas and stuff. And you got a respirator on. It's over 100 degrees inside there. And it's super humid because you're spraying water. It has to stay hot and wet in there. You're in a complete Tyvek suit, and you're trying not to rip your respirator off, getting caught on all these things sticking out and no room to move. And you got to try and scrape this little area clean. What a fucking job that was. Got paid good money. It was really good money, but I'm probably going to die of lung cancer from it. And I to this day, I still can't go into tight places. It freaks me out.
When I worked longshoreman, one of the jobs that I ended up getting signed up for was I had to go work in what did they call it? Some type of ash, and it had 17 cancer-causing agents in it.
Wow.
And you had to shovel this shit out. And they would stick you in these white monkey suits with a respirator. You want to talk about... And they stick you down a hole in the hull of the ship. And that's the only way out, is that hole that you climb up out of. I'm telling you what, man. They said all the newbies always clean super fast and they get shit
I
done.
bet.
Because they're just hurrying up, trying to get the fuck out of there as fast as they can. And I was definitely moving pretty quick to get that shit done. I did not like being down there. That was really weird. And soda ash, that's what it was called. And I had to go wash my car off as soon as I left work. Like, anybody that worked there, they would tell you, you have to go wash your car as soon as you leave here, or it'll just eat the paint right off it.
Yeah, that stuff's nasty.
That's nice, and I was just down there working in it. That's great. It was a longshoreman, Sugar Britches. It was here in Portland. They had the longshoreman, and I tried to do it, but I couldn't pass the final test, which was quite exorbitant. In fact, the guy that was giving me the test told me he couldn't pass the test.
Well, the blowjobs for everybody is a tough test.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have passed it either. I'm telling you right now.
It was, oh my God. I'm telling you what, it didn't seem like much. They're like, oh yeah, you just get on this thing that's like a pedal, like bicycle.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that, yeah.
And you do 20 pounds of pressure, but the 20 pounds of pressure never goes away. So it's not like when you're riding down a hill and you get to coasting and, it makes it easier for you to pedal. No, it's the same 20 pounds of pressure. And you had to do 200 rotations in 2 minutes or less. And I did 189 rotations.
Wow. So you were right there.
And the guy, right before I started, he said, well, there's no way I could pass this test. I went, you couldn't fucking wait 2 minutes. 2 minutes. minutes, dude. I'd have been done. Dick. Anyways, I couldn't blame it on him. I had worked out and everything else for that fucking job and still couldn't pass it.
We're talking about crazy jobs and stuff like that. I got done watching, I think it's a 5-part series, and I think it was on free HBO, but it might have been Amazon Prime. Anyway, it's called Chernobyl, and it's of course about Chernobyl, the nuclear reactor, and it picks up starts out 4 hours or so before the explosion, and then it goes through the whole timeline of what happened. And it's not a documentary, it's more like a movie, so you get invested in these characters and these people that were dealing and trying to clean this fucking thing up. And man, I'm telling you, the way these poor fuckers, but yet the bravest sons of bitches you've ever fucking heard of. Like, one part was of course the firefighters that originally showed up, but this was when nobody knew how bad things were. They're trying to put the things out. All those guys died, right? They were picking up radioactive graphite that blew up out of the reactor, and it was on the ground. They were picking it up, looking at it, like, what is this stuff? And then going trying to fight the fire, and within like an hour or two, puking from the radiation because they touched that shit. But some of the bravest guys there's a concrete slab that's underneath the reactor, right? And because of the superheated melting of the uranium that was making like a lava liquid that was going to eat through that concrete slab in a matter of weeks and go down into the water table and poison a main river that goes fucking through the Ukraine and Russia and Belarus and all these places down to the Black Sea, I think. So they went, and because it's communism now, they went to Poland to a bunch of coal miners, and they told the guys, you're coming with us. How many guys are on your shift? About 100. We need them all. You're all coming. Get on the bus. And the guys were like, for what? And he told them what they were going to do. And he's like, you've heard of Chernobyl? And they're like, yeah, we understand. Okay. They get on the bus. They go there. They had to dig a fucking trench by hand underground. I think it was 30 meters underground to be safe from the radiation by hand in 100 degrees. They were doing it naked, nothing on, because it was so hot. They weren't allowed fans. They weren't allowed any cooling things because that would have stirred up more dust. And all those guys got sick, or a lot of them guys got sick. But man, it was just an incredible thing to watch, and how spooky when something goes wrong with nuclear power like that. It's the devil that gets released. You know, there's nothing you could do. And that's definitely a series to watch. And like I said, it's only like 5 parts. And anybody should give it a try. But that reminds me of those kind of crazy people that do crazy jobs. I mean, people had to go in and clean the reactor at 3 Mile Island. Go in and scrub that down and stuff. When that happens. So no, fuck. There's some jobs that you just can't get paid enough to do.
Yeah.
The elephant's foot.
I seen Bobby say hi earlier.
I did too. Yep. What's up, Bobby? You're like our own celebrity. Everybody says hi to you. Hope you're sticking around, bud.
And
okay.
Wasp Wasp said she's seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Sugar Britches said she thinks she saw it too.
Very cool. Good. I'm glad some people saw it. Has anybody else watched that? I've been trying to get Rick to pay attention in the chats and go see that. I think that's on Amazon Prime for sure. Is the Terminate List with Chris Pratt? You haven't seen that? That's a good show to start watching too. I think it's over though. Again, I think it's a short-lived series that's maybe 8 episodes, and then it kind of ends, and I think it's done. It ended like it was done. But bottom line, and I don't, not to spoil it too much, but he's a Navy SEAL, and he has to do what he has to do for the evil people that did some evil things as tests on sailors. We'll put it that way. And it's good. It's good if you like that kind of stuff. I love it. Well worth watching. And it's worth watching because everybody on the left, critics and people, panned it. They hated it. So there's lots of American flags and guns and real men and doing what you got to do kind of stuff. So I like it. It was good.
Wasp said, "Is it real?"
Wasp says, "What?
Is it real?
Is it real? Is what real? The terminal list? No, I don't think it is real. But it wouldn't surprise me. Some of it wouldn't surprise me when you watch the show and find out what his reason is for doing what he does." Sounds perfectly legit.
About 8 parts, and it seemed like it was over after 8 parts.
Mm.
Anne's here. Hello, Anne.
Hi, Anne. Good to see you.
Try teaching
middle school in the ghetto.
Oh, honey.
Dangerous minds.
I hope
as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life. Those shows are always the same, right? There's always some stereotypical white liberal that has to go into the ghetto school and save the kids. And then there's always like that one kid that can't read or write, but by the time the 30 minutes is over, he's reading Shakespeare. And there's always the one kid that won't get with the program, and I don't know. This is always the same. It's embarrassing, is what it is.
Fly crew, I'm telling you.
I don't think Israel is real.
He's got dad jokes long before his time. I mean, he's...
Mm-hmm.
He must be an old soul or something.
He's, for a young guy, mm-hmm. I am impressed with his knowledge base and the things that he's interested in and the way he can converse on subjects. It's impressive for young people. It gives me some hope that there are good things to come.
The world can be saved. Okay, we can. I mean, it's not just left to dumbasses.
Yep. Which brings us to the topic of tonight, I think, in a way, circuitously. Simpler times, right? I know you are. I know I am longing to live for simpler times, and in simpler times to get away from the shit that is constantly being forced between consumerism and futurism and technology, like you said. Man, get your hands in the dirt, create something for yourself that doesn't have to fit the mold of, I'm going to battle with the Johnsons to see who has the nicest set of shit.
Yep.
You do your own thing, right? Isn't that where you're going?
Yep. Exactly. I just think that, having the latest and greatest isn't really the greatest. And you don't know that until you go get what you think is the greatest, and then realize it's the exact opposite. I think that we're dependent too much on, even if it's not somebody else, on something else. And I think that's gotten us in a world of hurt. I also think there's, I don't know if you watch him, but his name's Buddy Brown, and he always does these right-wing songs. And they're always funny, kind of catchy. He's kind of a bit of a redneck-ish dude. And
does he play on the back of a pickup truck?
Yes, all the time.
Yes, I've seen him, yeah.
Okay. And he did one today, and I can't show it because I don't want to step on his toes or anything like that. He's a YouTuber, and he did one today, and he was talking about how basically where we're headed, Venezuela and everything that they have going on regarding, guns taken away from them, all of the things that is basically being done to us. He had a list of stuff anyways. And in that, that list is exactly the way we're headed. And he basically explained it in the sense of we're being groomed to be okay with shit. We're being desensitized, so to speak. And because of that, if you get so low and you have no hope and you have nothing, then if you get just a little bit, then you're going to be grateful. And I think that's an issue. I know we got to do it different than what we're doing, because we're depending too much. Jesus, people are having people bring them their groceries because you're so fucking lazy you can't go to the grocery store.
That's right.
You gotta have somebody else do it for you. I think that's, you're getting ready to depend on it. If we're all talking about real freedom here, if we're really talking about freedom, or if we're just, if you just want it for the word, well, that's not what I'm for.
Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose.
I don't know. I think there's got to be more to what we're doing, because what we're doing is getting ready to depend on everybody else. And
that's what it's like.
And everything else.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just like Klaus Schwab said, you will own nothing and you will like it. Right? Yeah. They're gonna own everything, and you're just gonna sit in your little hovel, and you're gonna take whatever they give you. You're gonna be like those little old Jewish ladies in the Soviet Union that you see on the commercials. Won't you give her matzo balls? And she's got the dirty face, and she lives in. Oh, thank you. You know what I mean? That's what you're gonna get. That's where it goes to. That's where communism and top-down planning goes to, because they don't give a fuck about the people. They don't want what's best for you. They don't care what helps an individual thrive and gives them a sense of purpose in life. Pretty soon, in my opinion, they're getting us ready for the pods like the Matrix. And exactly. I'm not fucking shitting you. They will put VR glasses on you and just have you sit, and they will expel the gas from your asshole and the heat from your body and the biometric electricity, and they will power whatever the fuck they want to power with and do whatever they do, as long as you stay happy in your little metaverse.
Yep.
Yes. I think it's totally plausible.
There's an apartment complex just down the street, and as they were building it, I told Marvin, doesn't that remind you of some type of, like, control camp, the way it's set up, and how, like, the only way you can get in is from the bottom floor inside, and it's an apartment complex, but the only way to get into it is you have to go inside underneath and then walk up through the middle of this building. It's brand new. It's the weirdest setup. To me, it's just like, immediately I was like, there's no fucking way you'd get me in there. No way in hell.
It sounds like a government building in like Washington, D.C., where all of the buildings, you'd think all of the buildings in Washington are fucking capital city, or a nation's capital, would be elegant and interesting. And no, they're all brutalism. They are all just massive monoliths of strength of state versus individuality and inspiration. They show nothing. There's nothing good about them. They look scary. They look like fucking, like you said, cell blocks. You know, all the buildings. Yeah. All the federal buildings look the same. They're brutal.
Well, and like there's another apartment complex. There's another apartment complex just down the street, just a little ways, and they built its parking lot. First of all, there's like 25 parking lots for an apartment complex that's probably got I don't know, 150, 200 apartments. And I'm not shitting you. There's not enough parking. But it's inside. There's only one way into it and only one way out. And inside is where all the parking is. Does that not seem like the biggest? I mean, I would think that'd be like a huge fire code issue. But that's how they're building them.
Mm-hmm.
You fart or what?
No, I hit the mic with my glass. I don't know how loud it is on your end when I do something like that by accident. So
it just echoed and it wasn't loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like some people in the chat are talking about both Ivaldi and the other guy, who stopped the mall shooter.
Yeah.
I mean, that Ivaldi. So let's start with Ivaldi, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, 400 fucking cops stood around.
Yep.
I mean, it's mind-boggling. It is mind-boggling that nobody took initiative to do fucking anything. Everybody just stood around waiting for. And see, this goes back to real quick. I want to track this back to Chernobyl. In the one thing that, okay, they had the storyline of Chernobyl, the accident, but there was a thread that went through the entire thing about communism and how everything that's given from the top down and how nobody does anything without an order from somebody else above you, and how you can't go against the narrative. That's what the fuck happened in Uvalde. That's what the fuck is happening in many parts of our society where, and to go back to simpler times, we would kick that shit to the curb, but we allow those above us, whether they be local governments or HOAs or whatever the fuck it is, we allow these people to tell us what we can and can't do within reason without stepping on somebody else's rights. And it's bullshit. It's crazy. We are, when people used to say to me, hey Yank, we're slowly being taken over by communism and nobody sees it, I'd be like, nah, it's not communism, not yet. Shit, it absolutely is. So yeah, the Uvalde thing was a total clusterfuck and a failure of individuals being able to act as individuals. They all have a hive mind and they wait for the queen bee to tell them what to do. And in the meantime, kids died.
Yep.
What's this we're watching down here at the bottom?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't meaning to make it go. Nobody else can see it, but I'm getting ready to copy the YouTube thing. I mean, what's it called?
I don't know.
The link.
Oh,
link.
Yeah. Yep,
I wasn't.
Okay. But that's fun. That's cool. We could talk about the 22-year-old young man in the was it Cincinnati?
Yeah.
In the mall.
Oh no, Indiana.
In the mall, with the guy who waited 2 hours getting himself ballsed up enough and armed up enough to start fucking shooting people with 2 ARs and over 100 mags or 100 rounds. And he came out shooting and was stopped by a 22-year-old kid with his legal firearm. And that should end the debate of whether people should be armed in no gun places, because that mall has signs on the door that say no firearms allowed. But he ignored that or didn't see it. I'm going to say he didn't see it.
Oh, I didn't know there was.
Yeah,
I heard
that's a gun-free zone.
Weapons permit, but that he was legal to have the gun.
Yes. Yeah, he was legal to have the gun. So there was no issue there. But yeah, no, that was a gun-free zone from what I heard. And however it happened, he just happened to have his on him. And he was able to affect and save lives quickly. Mm-hmm. And good for that young man. And you know what? Good for law enforcement, that local law enforcement, because I saw a sheriff literally come out and call him a hero. And I think that's the appropriate term. Whereas in today's world, somebody does something like that and they get questioned and dragged and raked and go through the process and all this shit. Hey, if it wasn't for the pressure put on, that bodega owner would still be facing charges. The charges have been dropped against him. I don't know if people know that, which I think is a great thing as well. But it takes people standing up to make a difference and bucking the system. Again, rugged individualism built this country. And we need to get back to simpler times where rugged individualism was the virtue, not victim, not victimization, not oppressive points, Olympics. None of that shit. It was rugged individualism, and the good and strong survive. The weak fall away, unless they're helped. And usually they are helped because we are, and as a general rule, a kind and loving country, because we're all a country of immigrants. We all remember and have stories of our families of how rough it was when they first came here, or before they came here, from the horrid places that they came from. So we're willing to help. I don't see other countries when things go awry, when there's a typhoon or a fucking hurricane or a rock slide or some shit in some foreign country shithole. I don't see China sending troops. I don't see China flying water there and food there and blankets there and, the AIDS and all these things that we have that head there. I don't see those countries. I don't see Russia doing it. I don't see any countries do it except us. So anybody that says we're a bad country, they can fuck right off.
We got a new guy.
Who's new person? New guy?
Bite the Weenie Riz.
Bite the what?
Bite the Weenie Riz.
Okay, then. Welcome.
Says, doesn't surprise me at all. I was born and raised in Uvalde. Went to that school. Cops suck there. Bunch of assholes.
Wow.
Well, they would probably know before we would. That's for sure.
Welcome. Wonder if... Yeah, welcome. Thank you for the comment. I appreciate it. And thank you for the insight into Uvalde. I'm wondering if you're of the age where you knew, what's his name? The actor. What's his name? They wanted to tell everybody about guns. All right. What's his name?
Don't yell at me, Yank. I don't know.
What's his fucking name? Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, okay.
Because he's from there. He claims that is his home. Not where he lives now, but he is from there. I guess he was born there. So that's his hometown. I wonder if Bite the Weenie Riz goes that far back as well. Just curious. Next time, answer when I ask you his name. You tell me.
I didn't know.
All right.
So it wasn't coming out my mouth. I couldn't. I was like, "What do you want?"
I understand. I know. I get brain lock.
Well, and you and your movie shit. Dude, I am so not a movie buff. I have not a clue.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to movie shit, I am like, I don't know what movie they played in. I can't even tell you the names of movies. I could watch one tonight, and tomorrow I will not be able to tell you the fucking name of it.
Oh man, that's always been a thing for me too. I've always been good at like movie quotes and stuff. Like I did one on Facebook today. Hey, Laser Lips, your mama was a snowblower. What's it from?
The fuck, I don't know.
Come on, man.
I didn't know. That's why I didn't comment, because I was like, I don't fucking know. Not a clue.
That's from Short Circuit, the little robot movie. Remember that? Johnny Five. Johnny Five is alive. You don't remember that?
No.
Wow, you're boring.
You're still. I'm boring.
Porn does not count as movies, okay?
They were
Gutter girl, come on.
Okay, and now they're cowards too. I'm trying to get a feel for you there, Bite the Weenie. Bite the Weenie. Should we nickname you? Can we call you Riz? Can we call you Riz?
Yeah, let's just call him Riz. I don't Bite the Weenie thing. Alien Wasp. Yeah.
That's just because Hank's jealous. Don't worry.
I am horribly jealous. I am a jealous man.
Especially if you're going to talk about biting weenies.
Teeth are bad. What are you talking about? Take them out. Let's see.
Oh, see, we got good peeps. Look at them there.
What comes first, Chief?
You needed to look down. They told you who it was.
Yeah. Oops.
I'm a 46 thinker. He's older. I'm 46. Okay. I think he's older. I see.
Yes, he is older. Yeah. That's okay.
You're 46. I'm 29. I'm glad to meet you. 46. Oops.
You guys blocked Cornpop. Yeah, we did. Pew Pew. You know how that goes.
And it's you, Pew Pew. So why the fuck will we block
but
him?
We didn't block this guy. He's one of them multiple personality people.
Pew Pew is enough.
Free Cornpop. No. Cornpop's a bad dude.
Bite the weenie just ain't right. Yank saying bite the weenie just ain't right.
Ain't right.
Well, how do you know? Maybe that's exactly how he says it.
Hey.
Come on, honey. Bite the weenie.
Only if you can bite the base, fine. If you can't get that far, no. You gotta bite it right at the root.
Yeah, I don't think Riz or Bite the Weenie or Bite cares what you call him. Just don't call him late for dinner.
Yeah. Hi, Mishka.
Can you freak Cornpop? He's in permanent timeout.
Cornpop was a bad dude.
Are you gonna be a dumb shit, Pew Pew? Because if you are, if you're gonna use Cornpop as a dumb shit, then I'll lock that bitch right back up. I don't even know where to go to unblock him.
I don't know either. One pew is never enough. One none is two is one.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to figure out where it's at, Pew. I don't even know. Manage moderators.
Okay, now you're talking my language there, Sugar Britches. A little nibbling is fine. But scraping and biting, no.
Scraping. No scraping the back teeth.
Yeah, those molars can be a bitch.
Ask Rick, he blocked me 20 times. Oh, yeah, I know.
Hi, Mishka. How are you? Good to see you.
Hi, Mishka. Hi, Andy.
Yeah, hi, Andy.
And Chief's here, too. I seen.
I did see Chief, yep. Oh, let's look at Fly. Puffing his chest out. Fuck Pew until he shows his faces.
No, his faces. No shit.
Faces of death.
I kind of have to agree with Fly. You need to cop up something. Let us see what you really are, or if you're really even there. Who are you?
That's right. And
I don't see where you unblock you. I don't.
So simpler times. Yep.
And
man, I took a drink out of the hose today. Bleh. How we ever survived, I will not know that. Doing that as kids. That was fucking disgusting. I don't know if they're making hoses out of different stuff today, but that tasted like tar for some reason. And I let it run, because it comes out, really hot at first.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I took a drink out. Oh my God, that was so gross. Fuck. No
Riz
way.
says he's got to go to work.
Who?
Bite the Weenie says he's got to go to work.
Oh, well, hey.
Now
you're making go to work.
I said Riz, that wasn't good enough. Then you had to say who, so then I said Bite the Weenie.
Okay. How about we just call him Weenie?
Weenie.
Weenie's in the chat.
Weenie's in the chat.
Hey, man, you got to go to work. You got to go to work, man. Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate it. Please come by. We're here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 5 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
So you figure out what's in between and wherever you are. Hopefully you have a good night at work and make a lot of money.
And Pew says he's been on Rick's live 3 times.
As who? Cornpop or you?
As Pew, I think. But I think he's done both of them. But I don't know if he's been on live as Cornpop. I don't remember.
Fly. Hey, I always want to taste good. It does? Not today, it didn't.
As a symbol?
Mm-hmm.
That's not Nazi, is it, Chief? Chief said that Bite the Weenie's got a Nazi symbol.
You know what?
That's not an... Is it?
I don't know. Let's see. I can't see it fully. It looks like an eagle over holding some kind of... Look at what? Yeah, I see it. Oh. Okay, let me go full screen. Hold on, don't move it. Let me go full screen. Takes a second. That is, well, it may be. I'm not sure. You know what? And I don't really care though. I don't really care. Some people do it to be edgelords.
It's a reverse Nazi. It's reverse Nazi, he said. It's the black sun. Where the fuck did that go?
Yeah, there's a lot of symbolism and things like that, so that's fine. Bite. Don't worry about it.
Sun. I don't care. It's his thing.
Listen, as long as you don't start like telling me you're building ovens and shit like that, I'm fine. I don't care what the hell you're up to.
You can build an oven if you do. I want to know how you do it, but I'm joking. Joking.
I don't do it. Pew. It's reverse Nazi. Okay.
Looks like a native thunderbird.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too.
Yeah, like, hi, how are you?
Oh, that's Christ.
The same symbol and then Nazi.
Chief, we know you're hypersensitive to that kind of stuff. We get it. But
you're literally describing it, GG.
It is what is.
You know what, Austin? Suck my ass. I can always tell when he's being a smart ass.
That's every time. It's easy.
It's every time.
Yeah, whatever comes out of his mouth. What is LBS or LSB? Wasp. What is that?
That is Lee Sugar Britches.
Oh, okay.
It's not LSD. It's LSB.
Pew. I build ovens. I'm sure you do. Why am I not surprised? Yes, I think getting away from technology and getting away from all the shit we wrap ourselves in and clothe ourselves in, the food we eat, the way we procure it, getting away from all that would probably be a fucking good idea and good for everybody around. You know?
I think so too.
It is. Everything is so sketchy. It's crazy. I live in fucking Florida, right? And my oranges come from other places.
Yeah.
Why? I don't get it.
Absolutely amazing. I just think that I don't really think we understand how pertinent it's going to be self-sufficient. I just really think it's going to be a shocker for most of us.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to be one of those. That's why that's why I bring it up. Not because I want to point fingers at anybody else. It's because me.
Right.
I'm definitely feeling like we are still very much unprepared. I mean, we can say all day long that we're prepared, but I don't think we are. I don't think we're near. You know, realize that. Let me just tell you something about the beef that just went on. They just had a big place. I believe it was in Texas. It might have been Oklahoma though, where they had um, a mile long cattle drive, basically. Actually, it was people bringing their cattle in to the stockyards to sell them because the drought is so bad there that they don't have enough feed. I mean, it's July and they're already feeding. They're using their feed to feed these cattle. They can't do that. They'll never sustain. So they're taking them in now. Well, normally these would be cattle that would go for another 4 or 5 years. I mean, they would still produce calves, and now they're not. I mean, this is not good at all, because here's the deal. By basically, the one farmer, they were explaining that by 2024, we will be so low in meat that we will just be real close to starving, because they're selling all that meat right now that's supposed to be for the next 2 or 3 years. So we're really going to start seeing it in the next 2 years. It's going to hit us hard.
Fuck.
And I don't think people understand how hard. And you can't. Go ahead, go buy meat for 2 years from now. Really? I mean, yeah, everybody would eat freezer meat if they have to, but it's really not how to think about. You've got to think of it in a different way. It's got to be thought of differently, because it's just not going to be there like we think it is.
Well, you know, I mean, you know that I've been doing just trying the experiment of Farmer Ted, and it's been working out good so far. I'm getting some decent growth and things like that. But I've considered chickens, and I've considered a goat. And I mean, I'm on a very small piece of property, but I live in a town that is highly regulated over any kind of agriculture, ag farming, blah, blah, blah. You know, they're up your ass about it, about everything. And I am really thinking about getting to the point with like just doing hey, double fingers. I'm doing it anyway because I own my fucking property. Fuck off. You know what I mean? And see how much I can push it, because I see it coming. I see it coming, and I'm not going to eat fucking bugs, because that's what they want. They want us to eat bugs and lab-grown fucking meat.
Well, for me, it's like I told Marvin, I'm sorry, but we're only like 10 miles away from Portland, like the central part of Portland. It's not a great area. And as shit gets worse, it's going to be even a worse area. This area is only going to get shittier. And that's why I think we have to think different. We've got to think. I told him, I said, I just don't know that this house is going. And now, mind you, we've been in our home for 30 years.
You've seen some changes.
And it's really hard to say, okay, we're just going to, pack it all up and sell it and go someplace else. It's really hard to even think about that, because, I mean, we've been here forever, and we've struggled through whatever we've needed to, and, been able to come out the other side. But now I'm starting to wonder if this is, really the spot that we should be batten down the hatches in. I mean, we always said we were going to go to Idaho, but, due to circumstances, that's not going to happen as of right now. So, oops, sorry.
Hey.
Damn it, I touched it.
No touchy, gotta no touch. Peachy, peachy. Peachy, peachy.
Where's Bobby?
I think Bobby split. He just stopped in. Hi, Tuppy, by the way. Glad you could stop in. Say hello. Cooper, what's this? And this thing's moving.
Cooper the pig and Beth the goat. Yeah, I seen that, and they died on Lester's show. his YouTube. He
Oh,
had a
really?
goat and a pig die. Yeah, it's hot as hell down there. I mean,
Yep.
they are just. Uh, they're already feeding. I can't believe that it's July and they're feeding. That's just unheard of.
Wow. Well, I mean, I'll tell you, man. Since the and we're not comparing, for fucking points or anything, but we've had an incredibly hot summer since it kicked off in July. Basically, in July, it went 90 plus degrees, and it just has not come down at all. The only saving grace that I can say, which is sort of a double-edged sword here, is that we do get the afternoon rains a lot of the time, which does help bring down some of the humidity, but it depends on how much it rains and what time it rains. If it is still time for that sun to come out and it hasn't rained sufficiently enough, all it does is turn everything into a sauna, which is horrible. So, but we're not as bad as Texas has been. Texas has just been off the fucking chart. And the Midwest, Oklahoma, areas like that.
And I don't think they get the moisture. So they don't have, I mean, they just don't have the moisture. I mean, you can go a hell of a lot longer if you got moisture than you can if it's dry like that. It just it zaps the shit out of everything.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Horrible.
People go to saunas for fun. Yep.
I guess I couldn't have fun in a sauna, man. Jesus, I've been tripping over my
Marvin
balls.
loves them. Oh, he loves them.
I like steam because it helps clear out the chest and you cough out some funky monkey stuff. I like that, but I'm not a big fan of the sauna. Saunas are a little different. If I get to do a sauna, I would like to do the Nordic version where you sit in the thing and then you come out and you jump in the snow after.
No, that's how you have heart attacks.
It's supposed to prevent heart attacks,
man.
Bullshit.
We had a friend that was actually in the military, and he had done just that. He had went into the hot tub or the sauna, and then went and got in a cool pool. Wasn't even a cold pool. It was cool, and it killed him.
Well, I suppose everything's possible. Yeah.
So Bobby Brown.
Go ahead.
I just see that Bobby Brown or somebody, I want to see if it's him, that liked a comment that I said.
Bobby Brown, you mean like it's my prerogative? New kids.
No, Bobby Brown, the one that I told you that he was the redneck that sits on the end of the pickup.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So 18 seconds ago, somebody liked it. Somebody else said, I don't think he would.
Yes.
I don't think he would be putting it on this on YouTube if he didn't want it shared. Share it. Well, yeah, but it's not. I don't think she understands. I'm not just sharing it on Facebook. I'm sharing it on my live stream. That's a little different.
Right. How close did we get to getting the fucking strike last week? Well, it was last week, right?
What's that?
When we got in trouble last week.
Last week.
Yeah. For showing too much of something.
It was that movie or that show or whatever.
Yeah. News. America wasn't great. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
After all, his message is reaching. You know what? I think it'll be fine. I am going to show it.
Go ahead. Throw it up there. You know what? I'm going to get rid of these comments for a minute. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
How many we got? We got 14. Okay. This is Buddy Brown, and I don't know if anybody knows him, but he does a lot of songs, basically right-winged. And they're usually really funny songs, and he's kind of a redneck dude, but he is funny, and he, you know, he keeps everything clean and everything, but he's funnier than shit. Anyways, this is not a song. This is him. He's talking about America and Armageddon. Are we in the Bible? Question mark. Anyways, but listen to what he has to say. Oh, fuck me, just a minute. Hey, Shaz.
Hey, what's going on? Fly says new release. 22-year-old shot him 8 to 10 times. Nice grouping.
Nice grouping. Okay. All right. I'm gonna make it.
I wake up in the morning and I waves my weary head.
All right, here we go.
What's going on, y'all? Now, I know some of y'all think I'm a religious nutcase, but that's okay. We can still be friends. I want to go over really quickly the timeline between Venezuela and America. Y'all seen this floating around the internet. We're going to just shoot through this real quick. But there's a point I want to make as soon as we're done. You look at 1992 and you look at 1997 in Venezuela. Things were very, very successful. Things were going well. If you read about those. 2001, they voted for their very first socialist president. Now, some people might argue with me about this. I don't think Obama was purely a socialist agenda type of president. To me, he was more of like a Clinton-era Democrat, right? But I do think we have a very true socialist moving president right now with Biden and the things that he's doing. Venezuela 2007, all higher education becomes free. They're working on that. 2009, banning ownership of private guns. We're working on that. Fast forward down to 2014, opposition leaders are imprisoned. 2004, we missed that. Private health care is completely socialized. Now, you might miss this. If you go on Wikipedia and you read about, does the U.S. have private health care? If you Google that, what comes up is the most incredible propaganda I've read, and I almost had to read it about 3 times to catch it. And basically it said, unlike most developed nations, the U.S. healthcare system does not provide healthcare to its entire population. Unlike most developed nations? Hold on, that's completely backwards. If you're really a developed nation, you don't need all these dependents on you all the time. This is like having a 35-year-old kid not working and still living off of mommy and daddy down in the basement. It's the same exact thing. To be truly developed to me means those boys, they know how to be independent and take care of themselves. 2014, the opposition leaders are in prison. 2017, constitutions are suspended. Of course, you got food and healthcare shortages. And then finally, 2019, unarmed citizens start getting massacred and murdered by the government. How could any of this stuff happen? Well, I'll tell you how it's going to happen. You look at cities like Seattle, you look at Portland, you look at Philadelphia, D.C., L.A. These are all progressive cities, right? The law, the police there is admittingly saying we are pulling back. So we have a historically low imprisonment rate, but we have historically high crime rates. No one's doing anything about it.
Why do you, Pew Pew, why are you saying I'm going to get shut? We're going to get shut down?
Because he's saying this guy copyrights his stuff. And if he does, we could get shut down. So one of the ways to try to get around that is, but he's not taking a breath really in between things, is you could try and hit pause and we could try to talk about a few sentences and things that he brings up. Unfortunately, like I said, it's a little difficult with the style of his delivery.
Okay. But y'all say that, and like Fly Crew said here, you have to stop at least and talk about it and break up some of the sound. When Rick did that one regarding, what was it? Remember he did the one where he explained, it was, he just put on somebody else's video where he explained, hi Tim. What did he explain? Oh, Jesus.
Hi, Tim.
Do you remember?
Are you talking about transformational content where your education and
I can't remember what it was, but anyways, I mean, he never talked through the whole thing. He just played it and said, "Here's this thing." Da 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 da. He never talked at all. He just right out played.
Oh, you're talking about the gun thing, the history of the Second Amendment, that cartoon thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was somebody
that may
else's
not have been
video,
copyrighted.
and huh?
That may not have been copyrighted. Some people put things out and they don't care whether they're shared or not. Other people's are pretty, I don't know, cautious with their stuff, and they don't just allow anybody to share it or want to share it. So I don't know. I mean, whatever. I say we've been talking now for a little while. Play some more.
Okay.
How long is it?
What we gotta do is get you used to it for just a little bit of time. Take your standards and go all the way down to there. Take your hope and go all the way down to there until there's absolutely nothing left. That is the playbook. Whether it's being followed intentionally, whether it has been followed just by accident, because this is how stuff happens. And don't think this can't happen to America. You look at Babylon, you look at Greece, you look at ancient Rome. Every single great nation, every single great superpower has a shelf life. John 16:33 says, in this world, you will have tribulation. But be of good cheer, I have come to overcome the world. Not only are we going to have tribulation, y'all, a lot of good people are going to start getting hurt.
Well, I don't think Buddy cares either. I really don't. But I mean, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I did.
Right. Of course not. No, and we would never do that. And we would never say this is our material. This is obviously his. We will point people to his site when we're finished. And we'll send them some people and some good vibes. I do appreciate what he's talking about, though, about the rise and fall of every empire. Every empire has had its zenith and then precipitously crashed shortly after. I do believe that we in America, that's where we're at right now. I look at what's happening with our leaders, so-called leaders. It's obviously not Biden. It's the people behind the scenes running the puppet master, running the puppet as the puppet master. And, we're being sold out to China because that is the next one in succession. The only one that could rival us for second place in the world stage would be Russia at this point. So that's why I believe that we are constantly being told, and we are now in a new war, proxy war, undeclared war with Russia, because we're fighting for our number 2 spot. I think the powers that be have said and made a decision that we cannot compete with China and the way things are done there. I watched a simple thing last night about the difference in TikTok and how it is under a different name in China, but it's the same basic thing. And the things that are promoted on the TikTok Chinese app are incredible things that people do. They are drawing, they are architects, they are graduates, they are positive things that you want in your society. And then you look at our TikTok, and our TikTok is twerking and throwing money and acting like assholes and vapid, stupid shit. And it is degradation of a society through the technology that you were talking about earlier, which is why, again, like you said, Gutter, we got to get away from this shit. Mm-hmm. We have to step away. I'll tell you, man, I take little breaks from social media, man, and my head feels so much better. And when I come back in, I literally feel like I'm stepping in dog shit. Mm-hmm. Because it's just like nothing changes. It's the same pulse. Yeah. It's a negative energy. It really is.
Yeah.
And I feel so much better today, even in the heat, trying to tear fucking bushes out of the ground than sitting on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I definitely have a really, after a while, I get to where I feel like Facebook's really bad for it, where they just want to argue. And even YouTube will be, if you don't say something that is at the highest positive, it's all good and, candy and roses, then they will jump your ass. Like if you
Mhm.
comment any kind of truth shit, a lot of times you'll get a lot of people that will just want to, unless you're on our channel or Rick's channel, you'll get people that just cannot handle it. For me, I mean, I could sit and, go on for forever and argue with them, but I mean, I just don't want to waste my energy on it. So I usually end up just walking away from it and going, I'm not going to sit and argue with you about it. I believe we have a new
Right.
sub. You have permission to share my songs in sight.
Yes.
Dale Gillespie.
Dale Gillespie.
Well, that's not Buddy.
Gillespie. No. Well, welcome, Dale. We appreciate that. I don't. If this is yours, are you sure this isn't from his site somehow? Did he reshare this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Let me look here.
Well, welcome.
It's
Hi,
coming
Jason.
from Browns. So, as far as I know, I mean, there's 2 more minutes of it, but he's banned here.
Okay.
And share Cornpop. I can't share Cornpop. Pew Pew. I told you, I don't know how to fix him.
Oh my God, Pew Pew. He's a country singer, according to Tim Skelton. Hi, Tim.
He is somewhat of a country singer. I mean, but it's most of his songs are political. They're funnier than shit. I love to listen to some of his songs. Are so hilarious. Hi, y'all.
Kathleen Kelly Simpson. Hi, y'all. Yeah, hi, good Kathleen. Girl.
Pew Pew, I think Rick's my daddy. You fucking keeper.
He's gonna spank you and make you call him his daddy.
Pew Pew? I don't think.
Let's see. Watching Buddy for years, says Tim Skelton.
I was back last week too, Jason. But thank you very much.
Hey.
He just released an album. Yeah.
Very cool.
Anyway.
Yeah, if you want to play some more, I'm curious to listen to what he has to say.
There's a rising resentment, I believe, building up for good people, for people that take care of their business, they pay their taxes, they pay their bills, they do everything by the book. We're not interesting enough anymore. We're the rebels. We're the true rebels, because all of Satan's children are basically just marching straight to the sea with all their evil. And if you don't believe in every single encompassing evil that has to do with his agenda, you're cast out. And that's what's happening. The resentment that's getting built up for good people is just going to get stacked higher and higher and higher. And that is the tribulation. That is the persecution that we're leading into right now. I got a lot of really good friends that they're really worried about, why is America not mentioned in Revelation, in the actual battle of Armageddon that takes place in Revelation. Well, you also look at Ezekiel 38, you look at Ezekiel 39. There's a coalition of about 8 nations that are going to come down against Israel. And there is no nation whatsoever that is going to be able to stand up there on Israel's side. Nobody's left. So it's safe to assume there's no superpower left. It sure ain't us. We're basically insignificant, militarily, economically, or politically, or all three. We're completely insignificant. We're not even a player. So what it comes down to is we're going to fall, we're going to decline, live every single day to its fullest, because we don't know how much longer we're here. We don't need to be spending our time worried about where's America in Revelation, where are we supposed to be. I want to be with the Lord. I want to be up there. I'm gone, There's nothing for me to stick around. There's no accomplishment. There's no amount of money. There's no amount of fame or this and that or feel goods. I would love to see my boys grow up. I'd love to see them marry godly women. I would love to see them get, scholarships to go play football and just be the king of the world. But what's that worth? Because it's of the world. It's not of heaven. It's not the big show. Just the pregame. Right here, y'all. Right. So get your pregame.
Okay, these kind of people make me nervous. I understand what he's saying, and this is these are fucking end times people that are more happy about the end time happening than they are about making a fucking difference where they're at now. People can believe what they want to believe. I'm good with that. I'm not going to fault anybody for it. But when someone says to me, I'm more happy about going to the other place than watching my children grow up and my grandchildren, well, that sounds a little fucking crazy to me.
I don't think that's what he was saying.
Well, no, not specifically, but it's implied. He sees nothing in this world worth fucking doing anything for or about. He's ready to move on to the next place.
Yeah.
That's a little spooky.
I'm not even into the religious part of it. That wasn't my whole thing was how things of, if you look at Venezuela, he gave you a list there and he specifically showed how a lot of those things have happened right here. So, I mean, that's what scares the shit out of me. I do think that, there's things that we can do, and just sitting down and praying to God is not going to save you. I'm telling you right now. So you can believe what you want to believe, but I'm never going to say that's what I think you should do, or I think that'll save you, or any of that. But some of what he was saying, I totally get. I get the first part. That's why the end of it was kind of not really even what I wanted to listen to. It was basically the first part where he was talking about how, if we keep fucking around, we're going to lose it all as well.
Yep. Agreed.
And they're doing it little by little, if they take a whole bunch away, just like keeping us, remember we were only supposed to be locked down for 2 weeks, and we were locked down for 2 fucking years.
And another one's coming. Another lockdown is coming. Don't fucking kid yourself. Another one's coming.
Well, yeah. He even said, you've got more pandemics coming. He literally says it. So, he literally puts it on a list and shows it. And that was the part that I was trying to, not no sermon or any of that shit. I could, that was not my, it wasn't my intentions at all.
No. And I agree, this, and I don't know. I don't even want to get into the book of Revelation, but he was missing some things about where it's supposed to happen and the armies that are supposed to be, Gog and Magog and all this stuff is whatever. But what he said was absolutely true in the beginning. And one of the things that's crazy is we've reached a point where they are fucking telling us right to our fucking faces what the plans are.
Yes.
And without fear, because they know we're not going to do anything.
Exactly.
We don't have that rugged fucking individualism, self-preservation, fuck you attitude. You're not doing this to me, and you're not doing this to my family, and you're not going to end my children's legacy and their children through this shit and eat bugs and own nothing and like it. No, we don't have that. What we have is a bunch of fucking people doing the oppression Olympics and trying to be the number one victim so that they can get the most from the people that victimize them. It's Stockholm syndrome. It really is, I have a couple of friends on Facebook that, man, I like them as people, and I've known them 30 years, and but they're little commie bastards, and they're little always got a fucking every way to fix everything is the government. We need the government. Ivaldi came out, right? Ivaldi came out and said, we're going to put more police in schools. They need to be better trained. So more money, more of the same shit that didn't fucking work to begin with. That's their fix. And people put up with it. It's maddening. And it makes me just want to turn everything off and go get my hands in the dirt and keep building what I'm building. There's a guy I follow on YouTube. His channel name is Barricade Garage. I don't know the guy's actual real name, but he got famous for doing some funny videos about the state of things, and really interesting. And then all of a sudden he branched off into, he's doing a garden, he's collecting wood, he's preparing, and he's saying straight out, look, I'm not a prepper or anything, I'm just preparing. And I get what this guy's doing, man. And I see where he's going, and he's using the technology against the system because he got a little famous, he's getting a little money, he puts his little videos out, he gets paid, and he uses that money to create something for himself of substantial, survivable living going forward. And that's the way to play. You got to use their weapons against them. And this fucking thing is a weapon, and we should really be trying to use it for more than a bitch fest session. And I hate to say it, but earning, make some money, do something with it, make it something, you know, that way it's not just brain drain every fucking week. We're doing something to create something. That's why I'm really hoping we continue to grow here, and we'll keep doing it with good people that keep showing up. Well, I see we get new people. Yep. And we want to welcome them. And we, you know, did we put the link in? Is the link locked in?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
What?
I don't know if you guys know, but if you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome to. And just come on, say hi, let your face be seen, not seen, just your voice. It doesn't matter. And shoot what you have an idea about, something you want to talk about. We'd love to hear about it. So the lines are open anytime somebody wants to come in. We've got 19 people tonight, and that's impressive. So let's do this. Someone come on, and not the same old people. Let's get someone new. Not that there's anything wrong with our old people. We love you guys.
There's Bobby. Bobby.
What is Bobby?
What are you doing?
Is he back in the chat?
Yeah.
Where you been, Bob?
And Austin was here too. Fly, where are you? Tim Skelton says, I got land, I own it. Got chickens, got goats,
Nice.
dogs, garden, creek full of fish. You dude.
You
There
got
you
the
go.
American dream, my brother. Very cool.
You hold on to it tight.
Yes.
Bobby, yeah.
Network with people that will help you keep it, and you can help them keep theirs. That's what we have to do. You get, the interlocking fingers of the band of the hand. That's what it's going to take. I mean, much as I hate to say it, the riots and the things that we saw over the summertime, those people got things done that they wanted to get done. The whole world is fucking changed over it. Everything you see is different.
Pew,
but
pew.
they got it done.
Pew Pew says he's calling. He said, how do we go live? I'm calling. Nobody's answering.
Dude, hit the link.
You got to hit the link.
It's in
the
golden
top.
blue. Golden blue, and follow the directions. You got to scroll down a little bit. It'll ask you if you allow. Yeah. It'll give you a picture of yourself, and then there will be a microphone, a camera, and something else, and it will say, allow the use of those things, and you will click yes. And then it will go, scroll a little further down. You can do a mic check. You will see whether you're there on your mic levels. Then it says enter studio. You hit enter studio. We see you down the bottom, and we click you into the show. It's that easy, brother. We have faith in you, brother. Come on.
He says he's not a tech expert. I know you got 15 channels, but you're not a tech expert. You bullshit.
Oh shit!
It's just a metaverse.
Who? Wait a minute! I saw some. Chief, yes. Love Country Boy Can't Survive by Hank Williams Jr. That is a great song. That is a great song. I play that every now and then, man. I throw that up and have people listen to it. I always get a positive reaction because, yes, absolutely, a country boy can survive. You know, these people that are in the city where everything is trucked in, nothing is grown there, nothing is made there. Those people are all going to die. They're going to die horrible deaths when the power goes out or something happens. I mean, we're dealing with this heat wave right now. Do you have any idea what will happen if there's a blackout because of this heat wave? If there's a blackout in New York City or any of these big cities, Austin, Dallas, things like, people are going to go fucking bananas. And I don't want to be anywhere near it. You know, I mean, one of the things I'm looking into, and I have to, because I don't know about anybody else, but I keep getting ads within my social media for, hey, what zip code are you in? Because the government is giving away fucking solar panels if you're in a certain state. You guys get any of those? Have you get those, Gutter?
Mm-mm.
No? Well, I get them a lot on my Facebook for some reason. I want solar panels on my house. I don't want it to sell back to the grid and I don't make money and yada, yada, yada.
I thought you meant on my phone. No. Yeah, I see them on Facebook.
Yeah. So I got to check into that because if it's a real legit thing, then I'd be an idiot not to take advantage of it because I am totally reliant on fucking power poles and they go down all the time. You know, I mean, granted, I know I live in Hurricane Alley and they could get ripped off my roof. But in the meantime, if they don't, then I can still run my electricity and my house will still be functional in a grid down power fucking substation blows up.
From what everybody says,
So
the most expensive part of the solar is putting them up. So if you do it yourself, it saves a whole hell of a lot. If you go buy them yourself and there's a lot of stuff that you can do yourself. You can have an electrician come in and, wire it all together to the components down below. But that's where the biggest part of the money comes in. It's because what happens is those solar companies, they have the whole package. So you just sit back and they come in and they put them on your roof and they put it down below and they hook it all together and they have it all there. Where if you buy the shit yourself and put it all together, it's a whole hell of a lot cheaper because you're not paying payments to somebody. You outright buy the shit and put it in your house, and then you just give back to your electric company what you don't use.
Right. I think it's something along the line. If you do the government thing, you're probably under a contract where a certain percentage of your power has to be sold back to the company. I'm guessing that's the way you probably pay down your debt, because as far as I know, they pay for the panels. I don't know, it's a grant basically to pay for the panels, and I don't know enough about it, but I really want to look into it because to me, I just feel like it's foolish not to. I'm seeing them going up all over my neighborhood.
Well, you have to have, it's like Fly Crew said, you have to have a battery bank. So you when it goes down, you're not hooked up. Your solar goes into your batteries and then your house is hooked to your battery. So, but you can, what did Jason say? Yankee, I'm not sure. I like my solar. I spent $50,000 on mine and I have barely got much return. But did you have somebody put yours in and you're still paying for that?
Yeah, I'm curious about that too.
I've got solar.
Says he's an electrician. He'll write the components. $50,000 and barely got much return.
Bobby,
50
What's
grand,
up?
Jason. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, I couldn't help myself but to check
That's
in
half
on.
what I owe on the house.
we're glad you did.
Hey,
As far as the solar, this is my little tidbit. This is my break-in for the night.
sure.
Solar, the government programs you still owe per kilowatt. You are going to be put in the contract, and essentially they own your roof. If you buy your own solar panels, and they give you cheap shit, the cheapest shit that they can, because government spending. When they came around to me when I owned the house in Copeg, and they were trying to pitch it to me, I told them, if I buy my own solar panels and put it up myself, I don't owe you a fucking dime, right? And they're like, well, you did your homework. So if you buy your own panels and you get what you pay for with solar panels, and you have an electrician buddy, someone like me, I'll come and hook them up. The grid will then pay you. You'll get checks, and you don't own anything.
See?
Now, you're not going to get good solar on cloudy days when they're covered in snow. They're not, they're insulated from the UV light. But everybody that has the government pay for them, you don't realize the government's now leasing your roof. And it's an extra step. Say your roof needs to be replaced. You're not allowed to touch the solar panels or your roof as per contract, because you're now part of the grid and you signed in to use your roof as part of the government grid. If you buy the panels yourself, put it in yourself, you own it. And a lot of people that I know on Long Island, they're unhappy because they thought it was going to be all free energy, and it's not. And I think you guys in Florida, wasn't there a whole big scandal about a surprise charge in the bills for people who opted in for the program? All of a sudden, their energy bills went up because you're still under contract as part of the grid.
Yes,
pull that up.
Followed it enough.
Just look up Floridians surprised by energy increase in bill, and those that opted in for that solar program you see going up around.
I will. I won't do it right now because I don't have the ability to. But yeah, there was something going on.
I love you guys. I got a few things I gotta go sort out. But
all right, brother.
Hi and goodbye. Love you guys. I'll catch you all soon.
Peace, brother. Thank you for coming by.
I had a little something. When I heard the solar thing, I'm telling you right now, buy your own, put it in. Otherwise, you won't. You're owned. Hey, Jason. All right. Good night, all. Love you, gotta peeps.
Good night.
All right. Good night, Bobby.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, y'all.
Gigi, Pew Pew is saying the link is gone.
It's not gone.
Okay.
Bobby and Jason just got in here. Pew Pew, the link is back. It never left. It never went anywhere. And you don't call into it. You click on it. You have to. I don't understand why you're saying you're going to call into it. You goober.
He's using a pager.
Fuck, I don't know what he's using.
He's using soup cans and a string. What's up, Jason?
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Right on.
Okay, so on the
what
solar,
you got for us? Yes,
on the solar mine. Okay, my neighbor was a salesman, and now whenever I got mine, so that like I said, it was $50,000 basically worth of credit. I didn't come out of pocket for it. It comes out over 25 years, like a very, very low interest loan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mine, I did not get the battery backups.
Why?
Because it's one of those deals. And I live in Northwest Florida, Yankee, so I get sun, 12 hours a day right now, And the lowest my bill so far has gotten is like $9. But Florida Power and Light bought out Gulf Power, where I live in Pensacola. Our stuff was very expensive anyway, for the state, average. But anyway, so they guarantee the solar panels 80% output for 25 years. over the life of the loan. It's transferable. And I got 31 panels. I mean, most of my 3/4 of my house is covered.
Nice.
But I'm not super happy. I mean, I paid $87,000 for my house, which is now worth, double that.
Mhm.
But I've got a $50,000,
Lien.
debt still. But it's a, I know what I'm going to pay. Now, when I did my taxes this year, I have a tax lady I've had for years. I don't know, because of this, that whole Biden sending out money with the kids and stuff, and then it ended up being like a prepayment on your tax return. I don't know if that messed everything up or what, but I didn't get a whole lot of refund back for my solar per se. But I don't think I would have done it again. I don't know. Maybe with the batteries.
Yeah, but Jason, didn't you say that your bill is down to like $9?
Yeah, but the solar panels, I mean, it still comes with a payment for 25 years.
I got you.
And so my lowest bill ever in this house a few years back, whenever I first got it, was just under $200. And, I re-roofed my house after Hurricane Sally with a metal roof, plus the solar panels cover most of my roof, 3/4 of my roof now.
Nice.
So, still my bill is, when it's gotten down, was still just under $200 with the price for the solar panels. Because that's a what you're going to pay for them, but you don't know what you're going to get. And within the first year, my inverter went out. So for 3 months, payments wise, my bill was the solar panels, which is like $176 a month, and then my bill was like $150 on top of that.
Right.
And so I wasn't saving any money at all. And that was within 1 year, my inverter went out. And in 1 month, and they didn't catch it. I didn't catch it. I didn't know. Okay. So I don't know. I'm torn. It has went down though, but way down. But
Chase, hold on one sec. Hold on one second.
Yeah,
we got Not Cornpop just showing up here for the first time, and he's having a little conniption fit over here. He's an attention seeker, sir. Welcome, Not Cornpop. We love to have you. Glad you made it, brother.
I've been watching him and Gutter Girl go, laughing.
He very much was being patient.
Why you got your shirt off, bro?
Why you got your shirt off, Jason?
Oh, hell, I had to put shorts on to call in. So,
what's up, dude? Where you from, brother?
Me or Jason?
You.
Hang on, I'll put a shirt on. I didn't get that far.
Or Not Cornpop?
Or from? I thought you were a female.
Was that?
No.
No, I'm just playing, bro.
No, I get it.
Well, it's the world. But no, that's cool.
So, Not Cornpop, where are you from?
Me? Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan. How's the weather up there? Are you guys getting the heat wave up there?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking hot, like 95.
Wow.
Like terrible.
Is that uncommon for you guys?
Heat?
Yeah. 95.
Yeah, a little bit. 95? Yeah, I mean, it's not every day thing. It's like, not like freaking the nature thing either, though. But I mean, they're making it sound like it's like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Shut off your power grid, shut the fuck up, bend over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, makes sense.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I hear you.
But I'm not Cornpop.
You're not Cornpop.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are asking you guys to conserve power up there, right?
They're saying, like, don't get too cold and comfortable in a polite way. Like the Nazis used to do.
Some breakup.
Uh-oh.
No, I think it might be Yank.
It sounds like it's you guys. Oh, they could be silencing us.
To what?
The truth. You got to silence the truth.
Say that again.
You got to silence. Oh, the truth. You got breaking up. Is it right?
So, we got Steve and we have Lee.
Listening while driving. What up, Lee?
Hey. What's going on?
Steve? Hi, Steve.
So.
What's going on?
Yeah. So what was your question? Hey guys, listening while driving.
Do you have solar panels, not Cornpop?
Do I do what?
Do you also have solar panels?
No, I don't believe in bullshit.
You don't believe in bullshit?
Right on.
Well,
okay.
Solar panels.
Well, we don't know.
Well, okay. Judge for yourself. I see it. All right, hey, LEB. I mean, solar panels, the idea is a great thing, but they suck.
They can. Absolutely.
I've never used them. I would like to. I would like to see if they actually work, but I've never used them.
Oh, the best thing you can do to power your home is use your water. Like if you live by a river, fucking energize that motherfucking house.
Oh, you mean like a water wheel that goes to like an alternator system?
They don't, but they keep that technology hidden from us because they want us to go to a new technology. Mm-hmm. They got off the steam engine, they go to the diesel, now we're going electric. Mm-hmm. You're going off the shit that is free to shit that costs money.
That's right.
I'm not a genius, and I'm not Cornpop. But they correlate why they always take free shit away from you. And they're doing it again.
Yep.
And I'm not Rick. But Rick might be my dad.
Well, a lot of people don't realize the process to make solar panels too. You have to have pure silica. In the beginning years, they used to talk about how you could use beach sand, basically. Now, I live in the, Pensacola, where there literally are the whitest beaches in the world, in the Guinness Book of World Records. Mm-hmm. But the problem is there's too many impurities. So what do they have to use to, they have to mine the silica. And I watched a documentary about it.
Oh, no shit.
But they have to use coal. They have to use coal to get the heat they need to melt the silica to produce the solar panels. So they're still using fossil fuels. So,
can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Fuck, I forgot it. Okay, go. Hold up, I'll be back. I got it. It was a good question. With your coal, silicone, the mining. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. They in the beginning, and I believe it was I don't remember who it was, but the person, it was a former leftist, liberal that, talked about it, did a documentary about solar panels, because you have to have, and I've done industrial, work in my life. You have to have, certain pure chemicals. It's kind of like lithium, people don't realize a lot of lithium, you can't recycle that stuff. I don't think, but you have to, you have to be careful. because they were shocked at the amount of fossil fuels basically you need to create this so-called renewable energy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and I agree with you a lot of it. Do you believe the one source that told you all this information?
What's that?
Or the two sources? Do you believe the sources that where you get your information? Like you saw, like you watched a documentary.
It's been a while since I watched that particular documentary about the solar panel stuff. But I mean, it was somebody who they were trying to push. I don't remember. It's been 2 or 3 years at least, but they were trying to actually push the renewable energy. And when they found out, they found out that the you know what it took to make solar panels. Like I said, because originally they said that you could just use basically sand to make solar panels, but that's not true. You have to mine pure form of silica, you know, or more pure form of silica. You can't just pick it up off the beach, say like it, you know, in our beaches, and because of the impurities. So in the process, it takes so much. Basically, the point was it takes so many fossil fuels to produce the solar panels that is it really worth it? And this was somebody, like I said, I don't remember because it's been a while now, that was trying to push, you know, the you know, fossil fuels. But look, we all know common sense. If power companies, if it was a good source of energy in America, they would have done it years ago. If they could do it and make money from it, they would have done it years ago. You know, if they truly thought that they could, you know, if it was a renewable energy. But we saw just there in Texas, what, last year was it, or the year before, when they got the ice storm? Yeah. And you know, and that's Texas. That's not even up north where it's, you know, snows more and, you know, and things like that. Because even like with my solar panels during the winter, of course, the summer hours go way down, even though I live in Florida and I have a lot of hours of sun on my roof. You know, but it just doesn't happen. You know, it just doesn't work like they say it does, you know, to me. So, I mean, but it can help reduce, you know, like I said, the Yankee, it reduced my power bill some, but, you know, I have a $50,000 debt that I'm paying off for 25 years on top of my, you know.
That's the part I don't want.
Yeah. I mean, me too.
Now,
it's like, look, these are put out. You got to remember one thing too. Power companies, okay? They create power, they sell power, the exchanges. There is no way that these people are going to let you make your own power for free.
Right. That's my point. If it was so efficient, I mean, look at what they're doing over in what is it? I think Germany. One of them, they went to mostly. They cut back on their France or Germany. They cut back on their nuclear, and their carbon emissions went through the roof. You know. You know, and you know, they're actually going backwards, trying to produce the amount of power that their country needs.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know the exact studies or anything.
When you're making the changeover from things, you know, you're going to have a loss. I got to ask, who's Justice for Johnny, not Cornpop?
Who is?
Justice for Johnny. Who's Johnny? Johnny who?
Oh, man. That's the political influence that you guys keep getting persuaded to.
Okay. So
Johnny,
does Johnny have a last name?
Johnny. Fuck, I forgot it. What is famous actor? Somebody in the chat, give it to me.
Oh, is he talking about Johnny Depp?
Not Depp. Justice for Johnny.
Oh,
Cat. He
oh,
smoked a lot, got it.
Duh.
Johnny Cat. Is it Johnny Cat?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And they're even talking about them maybe even going back to court.
Well,
Yeah, I heard
possibly.
a judge tossed out. I heard a judge tossed out her request to something retrial. I think.
Right.
But it got tossed out. So I don't know if it's going to keep going. Apparently, she talked some shit on a show, on an interview that opened her up to possibly being sued again for defamation. But typical woman doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. So,
hey,
no offense.
I don't
Gigi.
know if y'all watched any of that, but I watched some of that testimony. That, oh my gosh, anyway, I don't want to offend anybody, but some of that, some of that stuff she was saying clearly the video, the recordings and stuff clearly went against her. And sure, hey, we've all, at least I know I have. I've been drunk and pissed off before too, and you can always catch people on their worst days, if you try hard enough. But man, she put that man through hell. Who gets so mad at you that they crap in your bed?
Yeah, but let's be clear about one thing.
No, I'm not blaming. I'm just saying,
they deserve each other. They are both fucking.
Hey, I kind of agree there, Yankee. They're all kind of nutty out there in Hollywood land, anyway.
Well, and I think the poor dog ended up having to go to her, didn't it?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
You shit on a dude's bed, didn't you blame it on me, and now I have to live with you, bitch? That's a shitty dog life, man.
Hold up, man. Trying to fix my angle.
Right? Johnny Cash songs. Boy named Sue, Man in Black, some Prison Blues. What's that?
Remember that song? That girl is full. There's
another man who grows a good beard. Not Cornpop, got a full beard growing in. Right on, brother.
I'm not Cornpop, bro.
I know you're not Cornpop. That's what I said.
What it said. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, not Cornpop. You weren't there. Wiping down the hairs on President or former President, Vice President Biden in the pool.
No,
it wasn't me.
I don't think he was. Yeah.
Well, that's
Cornpop
a good
was
thing.
The guy with the straight razor.
Yeah.
where Joe Biden pulled a rusty chain, and they would get ready to do it out like the Sharks and the Jets in West Side Story.
That's what I want to talk to you guys about, man. The live streams that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you guys are being over. I don't know how to. They're pushing you down before you can even get started, and it's based off kind of a weird algorithm.
Oh.
So what?
So are you saying? So not Cornpop. Are you saying that we should be higher? Are you saying this show is good enough where we should be getting better traction than we're getting?
Oh, I guarantee if I wanted to go to the garage and drink some beers with you guys, I can do it on Tuesday, and I guarantee more people will come with us. But we're being kind of shy.
I don't disagree at all. And not because of me, that's for sure. Yank and Gutter, they put together a good show.
If Cornpop blamed anybody, it'd be you, Jason. But I'm not related to Cornpop.
No, I ain't related to me. I promise.
Well, he's kind of.
I was saying, but no, I was saying, yeah, I agree with you. Not Cornpop. They put on a good show. Even when Gutter was sick, and when Gutter's, filled in for Yankee, they usually do it for a young channel. They do a good job, I think, but I'm a little biased. I do come on the show some.
All right, man. How many people are in the chat? I can't see that.
Right now,
how many people are in.
How many?
Right now, there's 17 watching.
Okay, so 16 are in the chat. I'll release my true identity. How many are in the chat?
There you go.
16?
Hey, Doc Cornpop, are you anywhere up by the Upper Peninsula area?
Kind of up there. No, I'm in the middle of Michigan.
Okay, you're in the middle. Gotcha.
Yeah, but
okay.
next to the West Coast, but not too far south.
Okay. Right on. I was just curious because I heard the Upper Peninsula is some beautiful country up there.
Oh, it's like
there's already 16. There's already 18 watching, so there's 18 people in the chat.
We can get 22 in the chat.
You fucker.
It'll amaze YouTube, which is fucked up because that's the fucking algorithm. And I've been
it certainly is.
I'm telling you, you guys are a good channel. Rick's a great channel. Like, you guys are just starting out, but we're being
thanks, brother.
pushed, and the only way to fucking do that is you got a free Cornpop, bro.
You got oh.
Buddy Dan's Cornpop. You know free Cornpop?
Oh, well, tell me how I do that.
I swear to God, you got a free Cornpop.
How do I free him?
I'm just telling you, you can't. Free is the only pop.
You fucker.
I don't know how to do it, brother. I'm completely tech illiterate, but you know what? We'll look into it, man. And when we find it, we'll give Cornpop another shot.
That's all you got to do, man.
When we find it.
I don't know where. I got no banned guest. I'm looking at it right now, not Cornpop, and it says no banned guest.
Okay. And we're good. What does that say?
He ain't banned.
That's it. That's government. I'm not Cornpop.
Could be. Is he on a watch list?
I'm telling you guys, we're being more and I'm not a fucking genius. I'm just common sense.
Common sense is a superpower, son.
I
tried to add
common sense. Common sense is not so common these days.
You ain't kidding there, Jason.
So that's a good thing.
It's fucking crazy.
Hey, Yankee, did you ever get your second screen set up yet?
I have not, man. I've been really busy around the house picking up some things that I've been slacking on. And now that I started this whole Farmer Ted thing, that's sucking up a lot of time. Just trying to take care of the garden area and trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Is it actually going to grow food or not? I don't know yet. But it's doing good. It's growing. It's getting bigger. But today I was outside and I was trying to dig out by hand some friggin' hedges in the front windows. Man, them things do not want to come out. Gigi has the right idea when she said we use pickups and hook a chain around them and yank them out. I'm doing it by hand with a shovel.
Are they azalea bushes by chance?
I don't know what they are, to be honest with you, man.
I'd be willing to bet, down in Florida, they they grow naturally. Do they like flower, or are they kind of like a light green and flower? Yeah, well,
I don't see any flowers on them, but they are two different color greens. And they're just like a hedge, and you got to keep trimming them all the fucking time. They're a pain in the nuts.
Yeah.
But, I'm getting rid of them. I want them out of there.
But yeah, she's right. Hey, it's, and I used to prune, cut trees and do landscaping and stuff too. But man, you wrap a little chain around them things and snatch them out, Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to sit there and have to cut all the, root ball a little bit and, whatever. So it's a real pain. Yep. Truck's way easier.
Yep.
Good night, Kathleen.
Good night, Kathleen.
Hello, Maureen.
Hi, Maureen.
And hi, Ash.
Black Sheepdog wants me to grow cannabis. You know what I will grow? I won't grow necessarily cannabis. I wouldn't mind growing hemp because they passed a law where they're starting to figure out the markets for hemp.
Right.
You can start to grow. And once they start getting a market to start making clothing and furniture and textiles again from hemp, that's going to be a cash crop that's going to put cotton to shame.
Yeah, now that they've, getting rid of the stigma of the whole THC thing, You
That's
know,
right.
I agree because that stuff was, I mean, the hippies known it for years.
Yep. I posted it on my YouTube channel. I mean, my Facebook shit. Guys making rope out of fucking like switchgrass, and the old way they used to make this rope, and this rope was unfucking believable. I mean, I would buy a coil of this rope and hang it and use it. I mean, I could. It's just the way they did it, the way they figured this shit out blows my mind, because it's all by hand with handmade machines and everything. And they were making 300-400 foot lengths of rope just with this grass. They tie it around their waist and they pull it and feed it almost like a loom for cotton. You know what I'm saying? And they made some of the most spectacular looking rope I've ever seen in my life. It looked like it could have been used for lassos.
I just said that shit,
you know what I mean?
man.
Nice stuff.
That's
But yeah,
awesome.
What's that?
I mean, it's amazing before automation, this stuff people did by hand. I mean, you know, talking about, you know, because we're all, you know, gun people too. I watched the documentary, you know, they're always talking about ghost stuff. But like down in South America, those some of the people down in the mountains, they'll sit there and hand make like 1911s, and
yes,
you know what I'm talking about then, and that
I
is
have seen
man
that in like the Philippines.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the Philippines on that one. Yeah, man, and then things look like they come off of a factory floor. You know. It's crazy, the craftsmanship, you know, but before they, you know, they industrialized everything, that's the way it had to be done. So, but that's crazy. I mean, but they don't make hardly anything for all the work that they do. I mean, and then they still got to try to get them out, you know, get them out to get them sold. But man, it was amazing what they could do. And, you know,
There's 23.
Oh, yeah.
There's 23 on right now.
Hey, 23 people. Nice.
And I noticed
are we going to break our record of 27?
I noticed the subscribers are well over 100 now. I do believe too, y'all. I mean, I can't see it right now, but I think after last week
they float up. We get some, we lose some. We get some, we lose some. It's kind of weird. I don't know what people come and go, but yeah, we've been holding over 100 for a while now, which is really great.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, for what we do, or you know what y'all do. I mean, you know, it's pretty cool.
What is not Cornpop showing us on the phone? Can anybody make that out?
Before he said 22, and now it's like he's like saying no 30. Fucker.
The viewer count's going up, man. They want to know who Cornpop is, bro. It's not me. That's fucked up. Everybody, you guys all think it's me. It's fucking Rick, man. You guys didn't think Rick was Cornpop, but Rick was Cornpop.
Yeah, right.
Bluntman says in the comments, gunsmiths would be an awesome skill to have. I agree. Gunsmithing. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what's a better one. If the shit hits the fan, one of the best ones to be is a blacksmith. If you know how to hammer metal and make important shit, that is the fucking thing to do. If I didn't live in fucking Florida where it's already 9,000 degrees, I would definitely be pounding on some metal.
I'm right here with you. And that what's that show? You know, where they make the knives and stuff on TV.
Forged in Fire.
Yeah. Forged in Fire. Yeah. You know, but I'm same with you. I'm in Northwest Florida, so Lord, it's hot enough as it is.
Yeah, you can't be standing by a forge. Fuck that.
No.
I noticed on that show too, nobody from the show is from Florida.
I know. Yeah. And yeah, most
They all
of
go.
the
They all go back to like Wyoming and North Dakota.
yeah, yeah. Usually up north, where it gets cold. Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of the because who was it? Someone in here, Pew Pew
That's me.
mentioned 30 people coronavirus. What do you guys think of this new coronavirus that they're talking about mandates again? You guys buying that shit?
I Googled it. It said it's gonna kill me. I was like, fuck. So I stopped doing shit. I was like, woo. And then I was like, well, I'm still not doing shit because of the super coronavirus. So now I'm like in the closet, but I'm on the internet. So, but I'm not Cornpop, bro. Did you see my fucking title?
I dig it.
Seen your title. Not
I'll be honest with you. I think I heard one thing about it. I don't watch the news. I get more news from y'all and Rick and and people, like Steven Crowder online and stuff like that whenever he's, or whatever, people that can do their research. So I haven't heard a whole lot about it personally.
Yeah. I love your.
I hear you. Yeah, no, they're
You're
saying
right.
that this new Omicron variant is supposed to be the most catchy yet. I don't know if that's true or not, but
It's pretty fucking
whatever.
True.
Has anybody here in these 4 people on the screen? Has anybody caught COVID?
I did.
If I did, I didn't know it. I'm sorry. If I did, I didn't know it.
Yeah.
I've worked around it since the very beginning because I worked at a. I said if I did, I haven't. I didn't know it. I've worked in a correctional institute since the beginning, and also I work at a. I also do maintenance at Escambia area. Escambia County Area Transit. So now they, for about the last year and a half, I've worked at the bus station, doing maintenance as well with my county. And now I know they do have like 3 people out at the bus station. So believe me, I've been doing, either going in jail cells at the beginning of it, or now I think we have like 3 people out at the at the bus station that caught it just within the last week and a half, 2 weeks. So, and I have to go around and help clean and spray because it's a federally funded building. So anything Fauci says, who has did catch COVID, I guess he wasn't socially distancing enough with all those boosters that they push on everybody. But yeah, so I mean, I know it's going around my office again, but as far as that, I mean, in the last 2 years, I've been in it from the beginning, and I don't know if I've ever had it or not. I've never been out of work sick because of it. And the one time I got tested because the local jail lied and they weren't producing the numbers. And the same weekend that I went and worked on a floor that they had quarantined, and this was in, like I said, the very beginning, they found out there was like almost 50 people in the quarantine pod that had it, that was positive. So if I've had it, I don't know it, and I've only got tested one time because I've never been sick, enough to,
Can you you might have had it like more than 5 times? Might have.
Could have.
Might have had it. Yeah.
Might have had it 5 times. Yeah.
Me? Probably. I've been like sniffles. I've been like wind taken out of me. I've been like, my back hurts. And they're like, COVID is fucking makes your every emotional symptom in your body become a pussy. And then
it makes your back hurt?
Huh?
It makes your back hurt?
I mean, pain, aching muscles. I mean, everything was a symptom.
Oh, you get body aches. Wicked.
Yeah, I mean, that's COVID. Everybody's like, oh, but I mean.
Yep.
I had don't go to the doctor every time I get a foot body ache. But that's what they want you to do. And that's how COVID was introduced into America.
When I had it, I had it back in August last year, and man, that was a rough ride. Back in last year, when the second variant came out, what was it? The Delta variant. That thing was pretty fucking bad. I got to be honest, man. That sent me to the hospital, where I got
worse than food poisoning, though, bro. Because food poisoning, I swear to God, is worse. I've been in combat, mind you, and food poisoning is worse. And I've been wounded in combat. And food poisoning is still worse.
Food poisoning will make you feel you wish you would just
die.
Oh,
yeah. I've had that. Yeah, that's a bitch. I ended up in the hospital with that too. 3 days.
Look, Tim said his back hurt for 4 days. It made my back hurt for 4 days.
I've had back pain and I didn't report it. Did I have COVID? That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I might have already had it like 6 times.
Have I totally missed the mark on diagnosing myself and I ripped that doctor an asshole and
maybe. But if you didn't have fever and you didn't have like all over body pains, not able to sleep.
I couldn't sleep, remember?
Well, yeah. I mean, did you get any sort of respiratory issues with it?
Well, later, but I thought I just got like sinuses issues.
Well, see, you might have.
Somebody said every morning she wakes up and hacks up a lung, and that's kind of what I've been doing.
It's a daily day.
Well,
go to a doctor.
Could be.
I'm not an expert.
That I am not going to a doctor. I will go to a vet first.
Oh, speaking of that, I went to Tractor Supply. Right, I went there on Sunday looking for some shit to do Farmer Ted stuff.
Get them to sponsor us. Tractor Supply. It's gonna be our sponsor.
I saw the ivermectin on the counter, and there was a big sign: "Don't take ivermectin. It's for animals." Blah 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 blah. It doesn't help with COVID. So that was
my husband
funny.
took some. And I just ordered a bunch, so.
Well, ivermectin itself, not the actual animal grade stuff. I mean, we all know it's been on the shelf for humans for years. I mean, it's good stuff. So, but also I was going to say,
diagnosed me tonight with COVID. I'm just going to point that out.
You got COVID?
I
think I had it. I think I had it. No, I don't think.
You might have.
Well, I was going to say, have y'all?
I can lick the microphone. I mean, you guys get sick, let me know.
And start licking shit. You won't have it. That makes sense. I'm telling you.
I wanted to ask. See, now since I work at the at ECAT, here. There's always TVs on because the bus drivers, they have to take breaks. So they're always watching TV. And I've only walked by the TV and seen it once, but I heard or I read on the little ticker at the bottom of the screen that I guess this new variant of COVID may be causing hair loss. Not to scare anybody. I mean, I know Yankee, you're fine, but but I was curious if anybody else has saw that, but it was actually they're trying to figure out what's going on, but I don't know if that's an actual new symptom, but I guess they were trying to attribute it to this new strain that we're mentioning. And I only saw it once. So I'm not 100% sure. And that was just like within the last 2 days.
I did hear about the hair losing in the beginning.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I've got COVID 3 times.
I keep mine short on purpose, so
I need to
too
I
hot
need
here
to
in
catch it
Northwest
again so I can get
Florida.
rid of the shit on my back. Chief,
Oh hell, I might have COVID now. Shit, you hear that?
Fucking put
Chief
a hat
says,
in it, huh?
Chief in the chat says his brother-in-law died of the China virus. He lived in an overcrowded Queens, New York City. He was overweight, diabetic, smoked cigs, and drank too much. All the risk signs he did. Yeah, so sorry to hear that, Chief. That's a bummer, man. I don't know anybody personally who's died of the chink flu, but
I need
enough people that I know did. Say that?
The chat, like, to make the show like go better.
Oh,
I need you guys need somebody to type for you while you're talking, and then we talk, and then somebody talks to the chat, and then we all talk together. But somehow we all talk.
Did you get all that? If we just do that simple task, everything will flow so much smoother.
Dude, and YouTube algorithm
Christ.
be mine.
Okay, that works for me.
I'm just telling you, brother.
Okay.
I don't smoke weed. I do, but I don't. I'm not lying.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not a prerequisite. So.
Gigi Nettie is asking, did you have the flu?
Yeah. Well, hey, who's calling?
Oh, I didn't think so.
No,
I didn't think I did, Nettie. But you know, gosh, at this point now it makes me wonder with the fact that my back hurt and it could be
lots of pain, lots of things you did. Could have been like fucking just laying down, but most definitely was COVID. I'll be honest with you.
Well, I'm just wondering if with everything, like the whole headache thing of waking up in the morning and feeling like my head was going to explode, and then after if you cough at all, it gave me a really bad headache. But once I coughed shit up, I felt a little better, and I was just like, what the hell? I ain't smoked for 8 years. I didn't hack up a lung the whole time I smoked like that. So
I think the way to make COVID dangerous is to say your penis will fall off if you don't get vaccinated. I guarantee 100% man. Fucking vaccinated. Except me. Because I'll be like, wait a minute.
They could tell me that my uterus was going to fall out, and I would be and I ain't doing it. No way.
No.
Hell no. I don't care if they play basketball with it. I am not taking the vax for nobody.
I'll tell you, man,
I'm not either.
I've said from the beginning, man, I really believe this thing is real.
It might be real.
Right? I've said this thing is real from the beginning, and I am with the way this thing is. If I believed mainstream media and the reports on it, let's just say I did believe it, and I went with it, I would have to side undoubtedly with this thing is man-made in a lab and got out.
100%.
This is not a naturally occurring thing because of the mutation rate that this thing seems to be doing and bypassing the quote-unquote vaccine and your body's naturally defenses. And it just keeps switching on things that it's not natural. This is not a natural fucking thing. And for the life of me, if that's the case, I am so pissed off that our government is not going after China and trying to fucking nail them for releasing this thing on the world.
Well, the thing about it is they give us a heads up. Like, okay, there's another one. Joe Biden just said it not too long ago about there's another one coming.
They use Elmo. They use Elmo. It makes you more
monkeypox.
Oh yeah, monkeypox. Oh my Lord! Don't get me started, Yankee, on the monkeypox.
Right?
Yeah. It's the next new thing, and but oh Lord,
it is. But the sad thing is that I watched some fucking news program, one of them morning show things, and they were talking about they need the vaccine for the monkeypox, and they had lines around the block in all these cities.
Oh Lord!
All these cities around the block to get this new vaccine for the monkeypox. And guess what? All these people were all men, and you know what kind of men they were.
Yeah, yeah. Well, which is what, you know. Well, I'm not going to finish the statement. You already know why, because
exactly.
You know. So I know I'm good on the monkeypox. So I like my women too much. So
exactly.
Monkeypox,
the vaccine, and that it's being spread through the gay community.
Yeah.
All the men are getting it. Which the sad part is, right? Okay, if it would stay like that other disease that started in the gay population, if it would just stay in that population, that'd be fine with me. But those people go around now and want to shake everybody's hand and make, they've just pissed me off.
Well, Fauci said, Mr. Fauci, remember in that other back in the 80s, you could catch him from cereal, if you touched a box of cereal, and he was wrong then too.
Yeah.
But I'm curious now that you mention it, has there been a case of a woman catching monkeypox that y'all have heard of?
It. I have not heard of one. It's all been men, as far as I'm concerned.
I haven't heard. I mean, and that's crazy to me.
Kind of a. So, what does it kill him?
No.
No.
At least no one in this country has died of it as of yet. What you tend to get is flu symptoms for a few weeks, and then you break out in these lesions that eventually heal. You get pox, like chicken pox, but they're blistery, and it's from skin on skin contact, and then you eventually heal up from it.
Skin contact.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I don't have them kind of skin contacts personally, so But no, the lesions look horrible, and I was going to say, I want to say they said some type of vaccination. I only heard it briefly walking by, because the TVs are always on at work for the bus drivers when they're in between, when they're on their downtime. Mm-hmm. That there's a vaccine that they have that they think is already good, that's effective against the monkeypox.
Yes, we do have one, and I forget, was it smallpox?
Maybe.
I can't remember what it was, but yes, there is a vaccine that works on monkeypox, and they are currently trying to get out, I think it's like 1.5 million vaccines for that to start. Right. But it's already way past. I mean, the guy said on whoever it was, government official said, oh, that one's already out of the bottle. It's too late to stop it. So that's going to spread through the country as well. And that's probably what they were talking about when they said the next pandemic.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, it can't be a huge pandemic when it's only a very small portion of the.
It's not going to be a very small. It's going to keep
going.
Well,
I meant, if it only affects a certain,
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's only affecting them at the moment, but they are. Let's face it, man. There are gay people all over the place, and there are gay people you don't know are gay or whatever.
That's
you shake
true.
Their hand. You know what I mean? You shake their hand, you give them a hug, whatever, whatever, and you're gonna end up with this shit.
Well, that's true. I mean, I didn't know if it was spread that readily just by, I thought it had to be spread the other way. So maybe
no, it doesn't have to be spread through sex. Just skin to skin contact.
Oh crap! Well,
so no knuckle.
What'd you say?
I think you can fist bump and get it. Like you can just come up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yep. You could. You could.
Probably. Might be.
It's weird stuff, man.
No.
And this goes into my sort of fucking thought on this whole thing is the degradation of society, right? We allow all this fucking weird shit to keep going on, and we keep seeing repercussions of negative effects of allowing the stuff to happen, and we don't do it. We don't do anything about it. What'd you say, Gutter?
You can't judge them.
I'll judge whoever the fuck I want.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Because right is right and wrong is wrong. If things go against natural law, I'm sorry, it's wrong, right? It just is.
I mean, nature tells us that, you know, the whole point of life is to, you know, procreate and, unfortunately, when you're in a certain category, you can't necessarily do that.
Yep.
You know, not naturally.
That does not mean I do not like people who are gay or who are, you know what I mean? I don't care. I don't care. But the bottom line is, don't try to make it normal.
Well, I always said for years, look, you know, I don't care how you want. I mean, and we all, I'm sure, agree on this. I don't care how you want to live your life when you're adults. You know, just don't push it down my throat. You know, and that's what's been going on in our country now with the LGBTQ ABC. You know, they're now, you know, we're supposed to accept all this weird stuff. I mean, kids used to be, it was called indecent exposure at these pride parades and stuff. Hey, go have fun, do whatever. But when you start exposing the kids to it, and I've raised 4 kids, you know, that's, to me, that's just way over the line. And then, you know, well, I don't have to tell y'all how much is taken over the country. It's such a small percentage of our country that is, I mean, I love my sister-in-laws, you know, they're great. I love them to death. And I love how they, you know, but they're not trying to convince me to like women. I already do, but, you know. So, but no, it's just don't shove it down our throats, you know, how you want to live your life. And that's in any case, not just, you know, gay or gun or, you know, or whatever. Just, you know, we're all Americans. Let us live our lives and leave us alone. So to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You were the one that was pro sauna earlier. Now you're anti-sauna.
He was pro what?
Oh, you were like pro. Remember pro sauna for energy consumption for the sauna?
Yeah.
Why is your ear in the microphone?
No, I was because I don't have like I don't have a computer, so I'm using my phone, but I'm watching y'all on the big screen TV to see the chats.
I thought he was going to bite your ear, Jason.
Yeah, no, I was trying to hear what he said, like y'all.
Not yet.
I gotta say, not Cornpop is definitely hilarious.
Yeah,
he's definitely adding some flavor to the show.
He's dangerous. He's banned on YouTube. You guys want me to tell you who he is?
Yeah, tell us who he is.
How many viewers you got? 21. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm part of Cornpop.
What?
All right? I'm the Cornpop.
Okay, you're the Cornpop.
You guys banned me. You're like, out of like 30 YouTube channels, I've only been banned 3 times. Yeah? Once by you.
Well, we've been on here 2.5 hours, guys.
Rick's banned me. Hold on. And somebody else banned me. Oh, Ronnie Fit on YouTube.
Rooster says, shove down throat, kind of sus. I agree.
Ronnie Fit. Stop, Ronnie Fit.
Stop, baby.
But this guy gets in the gym, he starts working out, and I'm like, what up, bro, man? Nice pumping weights. And he's like, cool. And he gives me a like, and I'm like, man, your pectorals are sexy and stupendous. And then all of a sudden he's like, man, time out. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'll be back.
Right on.
So, but we didn't ban you for. I mean, you're not banned now as Cornpop.
No,
No.
but I'm not Cornpop. My
Right,
girlfriend name.
you're not Cornpop. I got it.
Right.
I got it.
Hey,
I
Yank
admit it.
Gutter, have y'all, has Jake been on lately?
He just
no.
was on a few minutes ago.
He was
Oh,
in the
okay.
chat.
Oh, okay. Because I can't see the chat, like, since I use my phone and don't have a computer, I'm having to kind of use my TV, like I was saying. I was just curious. I was just making sure he was okay, you know.
Yep. Fly Crew in the comments says, just like you will own nothing and like it, people will be gay and you will like it. Meanwhile, we don't say we will have guns and you will like it. This is true.
We just say we want guns, and we
Right.
don't care how you feel about it.
That's right. Bingo.
Just don't put a pecker in my face.
Right?
I'm cool with the lesbian.
Yeah, man.
I'm not.
Am I anti-gay? I'm bisexual gay. Think about it. I'm cool with a lesbian. Don't like a dick in my face. I'm bisexual gay. Yeah, I just
I
made
ain't
a
none of
term.
those.
I'm not Cornpop. No, bisexual gay, that should be a term.
No.
Not into lesbians, I'm into dudes. Not into dudes. Can't be into, no, not into
Just
dudes.
as soon as you say it, I immediately, my gag reflex starts kicking up. As soon as just saying it, I'm a pretty visual person, so for me,
You
it's
lied. You said you didn't have one of those.
Yeah, but you like women. Like, I'm cool with lesbians, except ugly lesbians. And I don't want a dude with a dick in my face.
This is true.
So, I'm cool with hot lesbians. Does that make me transsexual? Yeah, because I'm anti-lesbian. No, I'm pro-lesbian.
I think it makes you a typical fucking man.
ugly
That's what I
lesbian.
think it makes you.
Yeah, well. I think I'm sexual lesbian? Anti-gay? I could be something. I'll do it
I
for
identify
TV,
as a lesbian in a man's body.
Me too. I see Jake now.
There he is. Yep.
Yeah, I see him now.
He said technology hates him this month.
Right, yeah.
That's okay. It hates us most
Hey,
months too.
Jake.
Well, guys, listen. It has been a good show tonight. It is 10:33 my time. I think we're gonna have to roll this down. And so I want to thank you guys, not Cornpop and Jason, for coming on. Would also like to thank Bobby for coming on as well. I hope you
Yeah, I
guys
miss
will come
Bobby,
back
too.
on again.
I'm not Cornpop.
Hey, not Cornpop. It was cool chatting with you.
I think Rick's Cornpop, bro. Rick's a funny motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
He don't even get his own humor.
Hey, that man has an infectious laugh. I can tell you. I mean, y'all know.
Sure
He
does.
got it. That little chuckles, man, make you come up and be like, what the fuck is this guy giggling about?
Yeah. And it's like when I always know it's going to be a good video whenever Rick is already, laughing and chuckling at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Hold it in. I wonder if he's fucking using us with his giggle. Man, I gotta talk to him.
Tell him. All right. Well, y'all have a good night,
Yep.
Love you all.
and we will see you on Rick's channel Saturday.
We'll see you, not Cornpop. I'm going to give you the boot. We'll see you.
Yeah.
Come back next week.
Yep.
Won't be here. I disappeared.
Right on.
All right, love y'all. I'm going to get out of here, too. I got to find out where my girlfriend's at.
Good night. All right.
All right, Jason. Thank you for coming. We'll talk to you later.
Later, Rooster, Marine, and Blake, Sugar
Lee,
Britches, Tony, Tim,
Jake, Tim,
Fly
Fly Crew,
Crew, Blunt Man,
Blunt Man,
Andy. I think
Pesky.
Andy left a bit ago, but Tuppy was here and left. Nettie, I think
Yep.
she left too.
Yep.
Chief.
We want to thank you guys. You always bring the color and you bring the fun. So we appreciate it, man.
Ashley. If I'm forgetting anybody, I'm really sorry. All right.
And I'm sorry if we didn't get to every comment, but sometimes that
Chris?
happens.
Pesky citizen, Chris. All right. Well, I will see you later, I guess.
Absolutely. Cheers to simpler times. Let's get back there and
Yes.
do what we got to do for ourselves. Rugged individuality. Fuck the government. Let's get on with our lives and do it for ourselves and do it for our community and our country. We don't need them. They need us. Right?
Right. Good night, everybody.
See ya. 5,